we can get things going. I'm excited. So it's going to take un momento. And we're going to get going. All right. You do walk? Okay. Try to think what else. Sometimes when we try to force the creativity, that's what makes things even harder. So, hello, Ashley. Hey, Daniel. Those my peeps just rolled in the building like, hey, what's up? Guys, come on in. Come on in. We have Blk Sunflower Academy in the house. We have everybody going on. Let's get this started. Once everyone starts rolling in, we will go ahead and get started. And you guys, you see this awesome background back here. So you guys have been knowing or keeping track of what's going on. What we have is, was it 2 weeks ago, almost 2.5, 3 weeks ago, I went to Atlanta and I was so honored to be on a panel with 1MBB powered by Shopify and Operation Hope. And I was able to speak about my experience and everything that I had going on. And I have some information to share with you guys today. So it's going to be super awesome. I'm super excited. And we're going to get things started in just a moment. We'll wait maybe. I like giving, like, everyone was super early today. Like, I'm loving it. You guys rolled in with a vengeance. So very, very impressed. We'll still give it another minute or so to get everyone in here so we can start from the top and get things going. What we're going to do in this particular class, we're going to hold all questions to the end. You're more than welcome to put your questions in the box and I will just mark them so that I can come back to them later, but I won't answer them during the actual presentation. Want to keep things going and nice and smooth. You guys know sometimes I get a little distracted, just a little bit distracted. And so, yes, what did you say? You said the notifications are on. That's what I'm talking about. When you have the notifications on, makes things roll through. When I say subscribe, notify, because I'm spontaneous, you guys. I am spontaneous. You never know when I'm going to want to drop a gem. So you want to make sure that you're following me so you get all this information. So, yes. So you guys, I am going to switch over here to Instagram. I'm going to thank you guys for coming on. If you have not typed live yet into the chat bar, make sure you do so. You have a few more seconds. I'm going to sign out here. And then let's say you're watching this later. If you just type in live in the DM, you'll be sent right over to the link and we'll get you started. So I appreciate you guys on Instagram. I'm going over here to my YouTube peeps and I'll see you later. Peace. All right. We're just going to make that an easy post. And we're going to get started on this side. So hello, everybody. Who do we have in the house? We have Ashley. We have Daniel. We have Rosalind. We have Lawrence. What up, Classy Pearl? We have, is it AV? Hey, AV. We got Coffee. We have, who else? Monet, DeSola. What's up? Who else do we have? You missed it because you're asleep on different times. Yes. Your phone told you it was starting 30 minutes ago. That's weird. I don't know. Who else we have? Jag Magnolia, Lux, and Company. I like that name. Who else do we have in the house? Tink TV from North Carolina. We have Stasia. Hey, I got it right. I do not like butchering people's names. Is it Cilius? Cilius? Hello to you. Cilius Ben, welcome, welcome. So we're going to go ahead and start it. We're going to do a little housekeeping first. We are going to go over the 10 things you should know when starting your business. It's always great. Some of you have maybe heard these things from me before, but it's always great to reiterate, go through your checklist and check things off, right? So we're going to hold all the questions for this one till the end because I want to stay on track. Make sure I stay focused, and then I'll be sure to answer the questions at the end. But you are able to put them in the chat bar. I will take note, and I will come back to them in the evening. Feel free to interact with each other. Think of this as like a little networking meet and greet. So you're more than welcome to bounce stuff off of each other in the chat as things are going. And I'm just going to go get started. I am Jazz, owner and founder of Blk Sunflower, and I'm here today to tell you the 10 things that you should know when starting a business. I am so honored to be here because if you guys see this little virtual background right here, this episode is powered by Operation Hope. What is Operation Hope? So about 2-3 weeks ago, I was so honored to be out in Atlanta. I got flown out to Atlanta to speak on a panel with 1MBB, and we talked about Shopify and all the lovely things of Shopify. So I wanted to actually do something else, bring in some more information, because even though we went over that part, I want to make sure everyone has all the steps in line to get started with their business. So without further ado, we are going to get started with the 10 things you should know with starting a business. So the first thing, and we're going to go 1 to 10. We're gonna go 1 to 10 because I feel these are in order of importance, like things that you should really get done before you do the next one. If anyone watched the live other day, you may know, you may not know, but the first one, when you come up with an idea, I need you to search social media. I need you to Google. I need you to make sure nobody has your name, right? Because you don't want to go through all these other steps and then find out that somebody has his name. Somebody has a trademark. So you want to Google it. You want to go to trademark search. You want to search that. It's pretty good indication whether somebody has it or not, but it's really good to just check that. You also want to secure your social media. You want to go to Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Little tip, every time there hasn't been like a new big social media platform that's come out in a while, but like when Periscope came out years ago, I jumped on Periscope and grabbed my name. I didn't know if I was going to use Periscope. I didn't even know what it was about. I just knew that I needed it. And so with that being said, here we go. I went in and I secured my name and I was able to take it. I didn't do so well with Blk Sunflower. I have Blk Sunflower Co., but that's neither here nor there. I secured what I could. So secure your social media, secure your domain name. There's plenty of places that you can go to get that. You can go to GoDaddy, you can go to Namecheap. There's quite a few different ones, but make sure you go and get your domain name. On top of getting your domain name, make sure you get the different variations. So like I have Blk Sunflowers. I try to get Blak Sunflower, try to get all of those, but you want to get any sort of variations of your name just to save yourself. So that is number 1. Number 2, now you want to format your business formation. What is that? LLC, sole proprietorship. What are these things? So there's a lot of different formations. The main one I feel most people should go with, honestly, with any business that has any sort of liability, is an LLC. You can go with the sole proprietorship. It's easier to set up, but you do have the responsibility. A sole proprietorship is basically you and your business are one. If you do an LLC, what you basically have is 2 separate businesses. You no longer are incorporated with your business. You and your business are 2 separate things. So if anything happens to your business, anybody tries to come for your business, they're not coming for you. You have worked hard for what you have, whether your house, your cars, your savings, your investments, all of those stay to yourself if you have an LLC. So highly, highly important. Number 3, business license and reseller's permit. Everyone will tell you get the business license, but not a lot of people are talking about this reseller's permit. Business license you can get from your Department of Revenue. A lot of states don't have a business license. They have like some sort of tax document where it's just saying that you're going to pay taxes on this business. So every state is a little bit different. A lot of times, like I said, you just go to your state's Department of Revenue and you'll be able to find out what is required for your state. Reseller's permit or wholesale license. There's a couple of different names for that as well. That is found on that same website. Usually can find it within that same realm of your reseller's permit. And you can't, it depends. I would recommend getting and formatting your business first, then getting the business license. When applying for your license, it will ask, have you already formatted your business? And your Secretary of State, the Secretary of State will actually provide you with a UBI number. So business license, reseller's permit. Why do you need the reseller's permit? You need the reseller's permit because if you're purchasing items for your business, you can purchase them tax-free because you're making something and reselling it. So if you make t-shirts, if you make mugs, if you, whatever equipment, labels for whatever you're making, if you're creating something and then reselling it, you don't need to pay taxes on that because you're going to already charge taxes to whoever you're selling it to. So save yourself those coins and make sure you get in and get that done. Next thing we have is your EIN number. I hear people all the time say, oh, well, I'm not that far in my business. It's not that important. I'm not going to get my EIN number yet. If you don't get your EIN number, you are technically, to the government, still not a legitimate business. So any type of loan you're going for, anything that's requiring your business to have history, they're basing your history off of your EIN. So you could have formed your business January 2020, doing all this hard work, and then you come the end of December 2020, you finally decide to get your EIN number, and you've had a whole year of business, but it does not count, you guys. It does not count unless you get your EIN, because the government wants their money. They want to get those taxes, so you don't want to mess that up. Get your EIN after your business is formatted. It'll save you a whole lot of time. The next thing, now that your business is formatted, you formatted your business, you have your EIN number, take your butt over to dunsandbradstreet.com and get your DUNS number. Your DUNS number is another tool. It's like your social security number for your business. You want to make sure that you have this number so you can start establishing business credit, because any true business owner, yes, you have some people like, oh, I ran my business with all my own other investments. I didn't get any loans. Well, you know what? Running a business, I don't want to use my money. I want to keep my money in the bank, and I want to use somebody else's money to build my business. And that's what I do. But in order to make that happen, you once again have to build credit. You have to build credit history on your business. So go to Duns & Bradstreet. They have a couple of different programs where they'll charge you a bit more in order to help get on different accounts. I would definitely just recommend, if you're getting started, just get the number. You don't have to pay anything to get the number. Just get the number and get started. You don't want to dive into getting those different credit accounts yet. We'll deal with that later. These are the top 10 things you should just do first. Just get the number. Now, after that, you need a bank account. Please do not mix and mingle your personal and your business finances. Once again, do not mix and mingle your personal and your business finances. I don't care if you're just buying one thing, you're buying two things. You need to keep track of your business expenses in order to be seen as a legitimate business. If you're not running as a legitimate business when it comes to getting loans, when it comes to what else? Even if you're getting a retail space, a warehouse, you need to make sure that you have your finances in order. So getting a bank account is something you really need to do. I personally love Chase. They don't pay me for anything for saying this. I've tried maybe 3 or 4 different business bank accounts. And once I stumbled on Chase, I was like, you know what? They got their lives together. This is what I need. And I've been with Chase and I've never been happier. Next thing, I don't know how many people say, oh, I'll just pull up an Excel spreadsheet and keep track of my finances, or I'll just hold on to my receipts. No, don't do that. Because as we mentioned earlier, once you establish your EIN and now you're a legitimate business, if you go to apply for a loan or anything like that, they're going to want to see your profit loss statements. They're going to want to see all your finances, how you handle money. And if you hand them an Excel spreadsheet, they're going to look at you like you're crazy. QuickBooks is my favorite. Once again, QuickBooks is not paying me nothing, but I will tell you, it makes your life easier. You connect your bank account with your QuickBooks. I think it costs no more than $24 a month. Honestly, I don't even remember how much it costs. It's very minuscule on top of what it actually does for you. So you connect your bank account to your QuickBooks and you can set up categories, and you can go in there once a month, every week, once a week, whatever. And say, every time I buy something from Office Depot, that's marketing supplies. Every time I buy something from, I don't know, Hobby Lobby, that's advertising. Whatever, you can define what your purchases are. So you know how boss you look when you pull up to go get a loan and you're sitting in the bank and they're like, oh, we need your profit loss statements. And you're like, boop, 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 sit. Like, you don't have to, oh, I have to wait and do this. You don't have to wait for your accountant. You don't have to wait for your bookkeeper. None of that. Next thing, trademark. I don't know how many people say, oh, well, I can't afford it. Yes, a trademark is expensive. I get it. But what's more expensive? Putting all this hard work into your business and then come to find out somebody else has that name. Somebody has your name under your class and you have to start all over. So which one's more expensive? So incorporate that into your starting up cost. Get your trademark. It takes a minimum of a year now to get your trademark. Before the pandemic, you can get a trademark in 3 to 6 months. But now with everyone starting businesses, they are backlogged. I do not recommend doing your trademark yourself. LegalZoom is not paying me, but I went through LegalZoom, was quick and easy as in the point of getting the paperwork done. The waiting process was the long part of it. So get your trademark. The next thing, insurance. You need business insurance. Now, if you're selling t-shirts, mugs, cups, I'm not saying don't get it, but it's not as crucial. If you're doing anything that has to do with people's skin, candles, anything that is a liability, you need to make sure you have insurance. Insurance also covers if you get, let me not mess up here. If you get business insurance on your vehicle, it'll cover you driving stuff in your vehicle. A lot of people don't realize if you have regular insurance on your vehicle and not business insurance, and you're carrying a bunch of product and you get into an accident, they won't cover the stuff that's in the vehicle, FYI. But if you have business insurance on your vehicle or commercial vehicle insurance, they will cover it. A lot of people don't realize that. So general liability insurance and or commercial auto insurance within the business. This is my favorite part because I feel this is the funnest part. And then with this part, I actually have a special guest that's going to join us. Lovely Miss Erica Johnson. She is part of the Shopify division of Operation Hope. And she's here to tell us about the 10th one, which is establish your website platform. You guys already know, I've always told them, like, I think Shopify should just pay me, because if anybody ever asks me, well, what platform? Shopify. Don't even ask any questions. Shopify. I don't want to shop Shopify. And so I have Erica with Operation Hope and 1MBB to talk about the number 10, the 10th thing that you need to do when starting a business, and that's establishing a website platform. Hello, Erica. How are you doing today, love?
Hi, Jasmine. How are you?
I am doing wonderful. Thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to
Sure.
come do this with me. I am honored. So
I'm honored as well. My name is Erica. I am actually an employee with Operation Hope. So our program is actually called 1 Million Black Businesses. It's an initiative through Operation Hope. Those of you that don't know, I'll include a link in the chat. Or Jasmine, go to operationhope.org and then they can find the 1MBB link to that. So 1MBB is one of the largest nonprofit organizations in the United States. Operation Hope is. So we created the 1MBB initiative through Shopify. So Shopify's initiative is called Build Black. So together, as of last year, Shopify and Operation Hope partnered together with the mission of providing economic development and financial literacy to Black America. So, with that being said, Shopify is the number one e commerce platform in the United States right now. And so they noticed that 90% of the clientele base is Black owned businesses, but only 13% of Black owned businesses are scaling. So it's a big gap there, that there's not a lot of successful Black businesses on their platform. So together with Operation Hope, they decided to create 1 million Black businesses. So by the end of next year, we are aiming to reach 1 million Black businesses. We are scaling right now. We're almost at our goal. So we have to come up with different activities and events and initiatives to bring that platform to the small businesses in the United States. So with that being said, I identified Jasmine. So I saw her YouTube maybe 6 months ago, and what she does, and the fact that she is a small business that Shopify decided to highlight. I wanted to bring her down here to Atlanta to our headquarters and be a guest panelist on an event that we had. So that event was to engage the community, all the Black business owners that we have that are currently signed up in our program, 1 Million Black Businesses. We invited them, as well as people that didn't even know who Operation Hope was or 1MBB, such as yourself. If you're just finding out about it, please do yourself a justice. All of our programs are free. We don't charge for anything. We give free advice, free coaching. So when you actually join the 1MBB program, you'll be paired with the coach. You can do a one-on-one or you can do a group session. And it's an 8-week training program provided free that you can do online at your own pace. It will help you get it, everything Jasmine just named from step 1 to step 10. You'll be able to go through that process of getting your business set up, you're actually getting a business plan created for you, because we have hundreds of partners that offer grants and that offer funding for small Black businesses. So after you finish the program, you'll go to the next step about it's called access to capital, where you'll join webinars and you'll be paired with organizations that will help you get funding for your business. So to jump back to her point number 10, establishing a website, that's where I come in at. After you finish that training program, you can go one or two ways or both. You can go directly to Access to Capital, or you can come over to the Shopify platform that we offer. So as an incentive, by you going through the 1MBB program, Shopify is awarding our clients that we transition over to their platform with 120 days free to use the service. So within that 120 days, you'll be paired with a coach such as myself, and I will help you actually get registered, get set up on Shopify, identify the type of business you have, whether it's a product-based business or a service-based business, and then we'll just go one-on-one with you through that navigation process and hold your hand for 120 days. During that time, you will not be billed by Shopify, but that is more than enough time for you to play around with the site, to understand the mechanics of it, the layouts, the templates, what works for you, what doesn't work for you. And we have all the other answers covered, from shipping to products migration. So let's say if you have a website currently on Wix or WordPress or wherever, and you want to now transition to Shopify, there's apps that will easily help you navigate all your products over to the Shopify platform. And just like Jasmine said, I don't work for Shopify. I work with Shopify. I work for Operation Hope. And together we've actually partnered to create this initiative. There's a really cool video of the CEO of Shopify and our CEO of our company talking about this conglomeration and what the goal is to move forward. So I'll present that to you guys through Jasmine. She'll provide that link for you. But yeah, we're here. We are headquartered in Atlanta. We have a huge office in LA because we actually started in Los Angeles in 1992. So here she's pulling up the Shopify 1MBB page. The only way you can get access to 120 days free is through this link, shopify.com/1MBB. And again, the 1MBB stands for 1 million Black businesses. So if, as long as you identify as a Black business owner and you are located in the United States, you qualify. So Vanessa, if you've already registered with Shopify, then that means you are not a part of this program because you didn't go through the link. So the only thing around that is if you create a new registration link through a new email domain. So you can keep your current domain if you have a .com. If you've already linked your .com to Shopify, that's fine. But to re-register, you're going to have to use a different email account. That's the only way to re-register for 120 days free. But let me ask you a question, Vanessa. How are you performing currently on Shopify? Because customers ask me that all the time. But if you're already selling, then it kind of would be pointless for you to access the 120 days free, because the free period is only to get you to understand how to use Shopify. So if you already know how to use Shopify, then you're good to go.
Erica, I have a quick question. So even
Mhm.
if they're not able to take advantage of the 120 days free, can they still take advantage of the different resources within you guys offer?
With the 1MBB, you mean?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, sure. If you've already registered with Shopify and you're just finding out about us, sure, you can register with 1MBB. I have a link. I'm not sure if it'll let me put it here. Let me send it to Jasmine really quick. Actually, just click this link right here. There you go, Jazz.
Vanessa stated she's only set up but have not made any sales. So it sounds like it'd be a good time for her to make that
Oh
transition.
yeah, it would be perfect for you, Vanessa. Just go ahead and re-register with the link 1MBB Shopify.com/1MBB with the new email address. That's all you need to do.
Yes, awesome. I love it. As
I've
soon
given you the link, Jasmine, to the 1MBB page if they want to go ahead and register for Operation Hope just to get paired with the coach. It's a financial literacy coach that will help you walk you through every phase of starting your business, revamping your business, growing your business, or getting funding for your business.
Perfect. The link is in the chat right now. And then I also wanted to make a point, Erica, like the event that you just had was just one of many. You guys did virtual stuff before, and now you're starting to do more in person. So I'm assuming people need to follow you guys so that they know when these events are popping up, because I was so impressed. Like, I honestly, I'm so glad you found me. I didn't know any of this stuff existed. And then when I came to the event, it was at the Gathering Spot in Atlanta. So anybody's familiar with Atlanta knows that's an amazing venue to begin with. But it was just set up. It was well put together. The information, the other panelists. So, and it was all free. Like, it's free. And I'm like, first I'm like, wait, what's the catch? There's no catch. Like, they just want to help. Operation Hope has been around for a long time. I had to go back and do my research. But yes. So how can they follow you? Like, is Instagram, with Instagram information, all of that?
Yes, sure. Our Instagram page is 1MBB underscore 2030. And that's actually the cutoff year that we decided to do. We extended the initiative to 2030. I didn't mean to say 2023. I meant 2030.
No worries. No
So
worries.
again, it's 1MBB underscore 2030. And then you guys could follow the Instagram page. All you have to do is go to Facebook and type in 1MBB and you'll be able to pull it up on Facebook. So we're actually doing more of going live right now. And again, this initiative has only been out for a year. So that means we've actually only been going virtual for the past 3 months. So we're still working out some kinks, but everything is flowing perfectly. I'm excited about the future. We're adding on more partners, but right now, Shopify is definitely offering this for our business owners. There's other perks as well. So I did forget to mention, if you do join under the 1MBB link and you get the 120 days free, there's a prompt that will prompt you to take advantage of 50% off. So after the 3-month subscription, the basic, um, the basic, I would say, package starts off on Shopify at $29.99, but they're actually giving you a cool 50% off right now if you want to take advantage through Operation Hope. That package will be $14.99. So the second tier package on Shopify is $69.99 a month. These are monthly fees to keep your website going. So that would be cut in half, and so on and so on. So if you just want to completely do the 120 days free, that's cool. But just keep in mind also, if you're ready to go, you know what you're selling, you know what your target audience is, you're computer savvy, go ahead and take advantage of the 50% off. And that's indefinite. That doesn't stop at any time. Or if you just want to get your feet wet, take advantage of the 120 days free. But I have to add, the 120 days start as soon as you register. So if you're not ready, if you don't know the name of your website yet, if you don't know what type of products you're going to sell, don't click on this link and register yet. Come to 1MBB. Let us help you grow that process. Create your thinking tank. Come up with your merchant ideas, what you're going to sell. If you want to do wholesale, drop shipping, whatever you want to do, get a better idea of what that looks like before you start, because once you register, your 120 days start from that day.
Okay, that's a good point. And then I remember in conversation that you mentioned that moving forward, you guys are going to start having more conversations around e-commerce and how to grow in commerce and different outlets to make money within Shopify. Is that correct?
That's correct.
I'm excited about that because a lot of people don't realize you have everything from, you have your makers, you have your drop shippers, you have your print on demand, there are so many people who do services. So there's so
Yeah.
many ways to make money within Shopify that I think people are leaving on the table, because you don't even need to have just one Shopify store. You can have multiple. The key word is
Yeah, you can have multiple stores running at the same time. And guys, I just again want to thank you for taking the time to come and join and listen to us, because Jasmine, someone like Jasmine, is very, very vital for both sides, right? For the consumer as well as the creator, as well as the organizer. So I would be on the organizer side. We have this platform, you know, I'm working with Shopify, working with Operation Hope. We're creating the structure and we're trying to get the word out to the customers. You guys, as the customers, have someone like Jasmine, because she was in your shoes. She still is in your shoes. She's a real business owner, a real merchant. She, you know, she's not fabricating. She has a real story. She did it from scratch, which is why we wanted to tell her story. We wanted to highlight her story. And as long as you follow her in her program and stay connected with her on live, on social media, just it's simple. Like, it's not rocket science. It's not hard. It's just a strategy. It's a formula. If you have the formula, you'll be successful. And I just wanted to definitely shout her out, because she is a perfect example of how to scale with little to nothing. Her story is amazing. She actually, at the event that we had, canceled out all possibility questions that someone could have had about not starting their business. So someone says, "Oh, I don't have enough money to start a business right now." She started with $500. Oh, I have kids. I don't have the time. She started with as a single parent. You know, I'm not in an affluent area. I'm in a small town. She started there. So I'm not tech savvy. She started there. So every possible excuse you can have as a business owner, Jasmine beat all of those odds. So definitely stay connected with her. We're looking to bring in more people like her that can tell their story. So stay connected with us, Operation Hope, One and BB, as well as Blk Sunflower.
thank you, thank you. And I'm gonna be sure to make sure that you guys know next time something's going on. But I can't always be the plug, so I'm gonna need you guys to make sure you go and follow 1MBB underscore 2030, and so you know what they have coming up. Make sure you save the link, shopify.com/1MBB. I wanted to get to the question. We have one other question in here, and then I'll open the panel up. We'll be on for just a little bit longer. We have this question right here. Can you provide the best company to work for with insurance? That is a tricky one. It kind of depends on what you're doing. I would recommend starting with whoever your insurance provider is for either your home insurance, your renter's insurance, your car insurance, and see if they have any referrals. From there, you can Google insurance brokers, because a lot of times insurance brokers will be able to give you or have access to other insurance companies that have better rates. So definitely depends on what you're doing, and to make it happen. I appreciate all the kind words. I'm going to give it another second or two, see if we have any questions come in. And then we're going to head out for the day. I have more stuff to get done to make sure I'm providing you guys with what you need, and on the hunt for more people to bring on and talk to, because everything's growing, everything's getting bigger, and I want to be able to bring you guys the best, most relevant content I can. And so that's why we're here. Erica, would you like to add anything else?
No, I think we hit everything on the head. I just want to say stay tuned, stay connected. We'll be doing these weekly on different topics surrounding e-commerce. So small business, just even if it's a simple question that you guys may have, stay connected with us social media, as well as through the Blk Sunflower platform. And again, we'll be here next week, same time.
Awesome. Everyone have a wonderful evening. I appreciate your time. You guys can be anywhere in the world, but you're here with us. And for that, I'm grateful. Please take care of yourselves. And until next time, peace.
Bye.